Savannah Chrisley claims that her parents, Todd and Julie, have not spoken to each other since Todd was sentenced to prison. Savannah Chrisley expressed sadness and annoyance that her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, who have been married for 3 decades, have not spoken to each other in nearly 4 months. Savannah said on the newest edition of her Unlocked podcast that her mother recently sent her 30 to 40 handwritten letters after visiting her in prison. Julie's daily accounts, what she's been going through, and how she feels about missing her husband, Todd, were all included in the letters. She actually sent me letters for 30 to 40 days. Savannah described it as just like her daily diary, journal. I'll eventually put them out, read them at some point to give people updates on how they are doing and what was going through their minds. I don't think there's a single letter where she doesn't express how much she misses my father, she concluded. They are not allowed to speak. So we're almost 4 months in, and after almost 30 years of not going a day without speaking, going on 4 months is a lot. Following their convictions in their federal tax fraud case, Todd is serving 12 years in federal prison in Pensacola, Florida, and Julie is serving 7 years in federal prison in Lexington, Kentucky. Savannah bemoaned a system that forbids her parents from communicating with one another. It's tough, she adds. There was a lot to read. It was difficult to witness her day's events and the things she is afraid of or apprehensive about. The biggest problem is all the thoughts that go through her head and not having my father around her. It's difficult. Savannah said she is allowed to spend up to 7 hours with her parents when she visits them, which can be exhausting due to the long travels to their various prison institutions. But when she does arrive, she won't have to communicate with her parents through a glass divider. She gets to embrace them, laugh and cry with them, and spend time with them. As bad as the situation is, you have to find a way to win or you won't be able to get through the day, she explained. Savannah also revealed that her life is on hold while her parents serve their sentences, and that she is unable to enter a serious relationship because she lacks the emotional capacity or time to devote to anyone other than herself and her 2 younger siblings, Grayson, 16, and Chloe, 10. Savannah has previously discussed the problem on her program. It's hard, it's extremely, Savannah said to her guest, Andrew Giannakos, as they talked about his relationship with his adoptive kid when he first started dating his wife, Kat Giannakos. I'm helping to raise my 10-year-old sister and 16-year-old brother and I'm trying to date, she said. And I'm like, what do you do with them? The 16-year-old, he drives and all that, but the 10-year-old I'm like, you gotta maybe come have dinner with me.